Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm King POSH and today we're looking at this '07 Alfa Romeo 8C. This is my master all-wheel drive drift tune and it's an A-Class. Got the share code? Let's talk about this one. Alright, and it's actually not bad. It really isn't that bad of a car. And there's not many people that have it. Look, all I have is A, drift, any, and I press search. And this is everybody. This is how rare A-Class for this car is. All right, now I have 649 horsepower, all-wheel drive, and actually, like I said, this thing is actually quite impressive. And I have taken it online, and I have hit podium with it, and yeah, it's awesome. Either way, let's get into this car and show you it. All right. Great. So we've got, as you can tell, I bought every single engine in here to figure out what kind of power I could get out of them. And I love the 6.2 liter V8. Why? Because it has a supercharger. That's what I have on here. All right. One of these has a centrifugal supercharger. Don't get it. All right. It's absolutely trash. And all these other ones are like, basically naturally aspirated because you can't really get the turbo in there without going into, S-Class. There's this one as well, but you can't bring it down. So I went with this. It has a supercharger on there, and that's what makes this car so golden. All right. All-wheel drive drivetrain swapped. And like I said, it's got a supercharger on there. All right. Gives about 8.8 pounds of boost, which is plenty. All right. Nothing on the front and nothing on the rear. I made sure that this car looked stock as possible. All right. It's got a snow tire compound. All right. I could have went with the stock tire. It really didn't matter. But I decided to just go with the snow tire compound. All right. It's got just stock width in the front and stock width in the rear. All right. Like I said, it's got the original rims on there. They look good on there, so why not? All right, just regular 20s in the front and 20s in the rear. All right. Nothing on the front and nothing on the rear. I was told to make this thing as stock as possible, and I did. So, yeah. Either way, we've got a 10-speed transmission handling all that power. Oh, my goodness. So much power there. All right. We got a race drive line and a drift differential. Okay. We got stock brakes, which say Alfa Romeo on them, so they're really nice. These ones don't say anything. Who wants that? All right. We got the drift springs and dampeners on this. We got anti-roll bars for the front and rear, both race. No roll cage, and it's stock weight reduction. Okay, it's just stock. All right. Now let's look at everything I put on here that had the 649 horsepower. Let me tell you, a lot of this stuff is stock. All right. I don't even think there's anything on here until we get to the very bottom, to be honest with you. So all of that stock, okay, stock all the way through there. All right. At least it's got a supercharger. It's got a street intercooler and a race oil and cooling. That's it. And a stock flywheel. That's what this car's got to give you that 649 horsepower. I have seen it blip to 650, so there is a horsepower hidden in there. Just to let you know. I looked at everything. So let's look at the tune of this 649 horsepower beast. So we got 55 and 55 to maximize that slide. Here is the gearing. They're very close to each other all the way through. All right. But like I said, this thing is actually really good on open drift lobbies. And I did hit podium with it last night. And I was really surprised and excited. Here is my alignment for this one. All right. It is not a straight build. Not a straight build. But it does drift. And that's all that matters. All right. It does go sideways. Here's the anti-roll bars. 3460 in the front and 3250 in the rear. Okay, a little stiffer in the front. Okay, springs are 945.0 and 925.0, and then lowest can go is 3.3, and I brought up the rear to match the front. Okay, Dampening is 20, 1, 20, and 20. No downforce to worry about, thank goodness. No brakes. It says Alfa Romeo on the calipers, I mean, honestly. Anyways, and the differential 76, 86, 97, 97, and I put a lot more power going to the rear wheels just because of the low horsepower this thing's pushing. So 96% of the power is going to the rear. You got about 4% going to the front. And that's the tune, that's the build. Let's take her outside. This thing accelerates wonderfully. It accelerates better than any other engine option you have to keep it in A-class range, all right? So, yes, it is smooth. It takes off no problem. And it's all thanks to that supercharger. See, 8.8 pounds of boost. I was right. All right? I mean, hey, for an A-Class with 649 horsepower, all-wheel drive, this really isn't that bad of a car. Now, I have an S1 out there. I know I've made one. I mean, this was always my favorite car in every Forza I've ever played. And I was like, well, hey, why not? I'll give it a go. And yeah, the track I took it on last night was the Cathedral through the tunnels. And I was like, wow, that's impressive. There's a 39.7. I have a clip, but I can't play because, well, the game, you know, my recording device hates me. But I hit a 42,000 with this thing. And I'm like, what? And I sent it to my friend. And he's like, that is cool. I was like, I'm just as impressed as you are. Just as impressed. And yeah, it's surprisingly really good. But like I said, you can't see it, but I can kind of just show, like, it's right here. 23 hours ago, I was in third place with the car and absolutely was absolutely shocked with it. I even took a picture right there of it too, of being in third place. Yeah, it's funny. I was just like in shock that this thing was able to hit a podium. I mean, it's all-wheel drive. It, you know, it makes sense, but 649 horsepower. It's unreal. And yeah, I love this thing. Like I said, I believe I have an S1 still up there. Let me just see here. Yeah, I have the King's all-wheel drive drift I made in 2023 with 1270 horsepower. You know, but yeah, it's awesome. Let's see where that one is sitting at right now. Let's just do S1 drift. Okay, let's see. Where am I on that? There I am. All right, I'm in first, second, third, fourth, fifth place somehow. I think it's from 2023. There's the share code if you want it, anyways. But yeah, this thing really did impress me. I must say, I was shockingly impressed on how well this thing does, and I know it. I think it was derived from Dodge Viper, like you know, the stock engine has like a V10 in there, but I tried the stock engine. I didn't like it. It didn't have the power I needed for this job. So I went the V8 with the supercharger, and it changed everything. And I am just totally blown away by how good this car is. I got a message from somebody about tuning this car, so I might as well shout that person out on top of that. So it was let me look it up here. Let me see here. Where is it? I think. Well, you know, I get so many messages, and trying to find who messages me, you know, and I get these things out as soon as possible. Wait, here we go. Here it is. All right. It is Ayyydin. So Aiden would be the one who asked for it. So huge shout out to Aiden. I found you. Anyways, yes, it's absolutely awesome. And from what I hear, Aiden likes it too. So yes, great. Either way, well, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely hit that like button, and I'll catch you guys next time. And I'll see what new tunes I can come up with. Peace.